Yo, good morning. It is Tuesday at 7:58, and yeah, hello. My name is Matt, Caddy.mp3, and I'm gonna do another vlog today. Surprise, surprise. So, what I wanted to talk about today was something that came up while I was journaling on the train this morning, and that was the umbrella term that I'm gonna give for it is living from myself. And how it started was the past 2-ish days, I've been feeling just like anxious and just unsure of myself and my decisions and just kind of indecisive. And I wanted to figure out why that was. So, what I started writing today was, oh, I feel like I've been living from fear, living out of fear the past 2 days. And a lot of my decisions are based based with an expectation of the outcome. And actually the way I wrote it was I was doing things with an expectation, not a preference. And what I mean by that is having an expectation for an outcome to me means that that is the way that I'm expecting it to go, which I think is the literal definition of what an expectation is, but expecting it to go one way. And with an expectation, I feel like there's little to no wiggle room of other possibilities. So when you're expecting something to happen and things don't actually go that way, it comes as a surprise. And with that, when I go into things with an expectation and they don't go the way that I expect it to, I feel like my ego takes that as a threat and is like, oh geez, I was wrong, now what? And it's like, it goes into like freak out mode. And I think it's important for me personally to go into things with not an expectation, but a preference of how things can go. Like, I can go up to someone and say, hey, I like your suit. That's actually an anecdotal example. I saw this guy with like a Tiffany blue, shout out to Jason, Tiffany blue suit on, and I was like, oh, I like that. I was like, I'm gonna tell him I like it. And I went up to him with the preference, the hope that he would be like, oh, thank you, and not that he would punch me in the face. He did not punch me in the face. He said, oh, thank you very much. And I wasn't expecting that to happen, but I preferred that he was receptive to it and appreciated it. I was hoping to make him feel good, and I was hoping to express that I liked his suit. So, yeah, I think if I went into it with like an expectation of thank you and maybe he said something else, or maybe if I expected him to be like, oh, I don't know, I could have had an expectation of it, but I chose to relinquish that and go into it with a preference. And I feel like either way, no matter what he would have said, I would have been like, oh, all right, cool, and rolled with it. What was I had one more thing I wanted to say with that. Oh yeah, so with the living with an expectation, the way that feels to me is living from others. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, if I'm living within myself, if I'm living from myself, the main thing that I prioritize and care about is my own point of view, my own thoughts, my own feelings, and how I actually feel about things. However, if I'm living from others, I'm worrying about what they think. Oh, worry. There it is. There's a negative connotation word. Anyways, if I'm living from somebody else's point of view, I'm expecting how they'll perceive me. I'm expecting what might happen. I'm making estimates and judgments and guesses as to what they might think, feel, do, or say. And I notice I do that a lot. At least from after journaling this morning, I'm trying to live from myself and prioritize my own point of view. And it feels good. I felt very carefree walking down the street this morning. I need to switch hands real quick. I felt very carefree walking down the street this morning because actually I feel like a better word would be untouchable. I feel untouchable because nothing can affect my inner world if I'm not letting it. I mean, it can. Things can be extraneous. I still haven't really figured that part out yet. I'm going to keep it a buck. Hopefully the camera wasn't too dirty this whole time. I'm going to keep it a buck. I haven't figured that out fully yet. But I'm trying to figure out if external things can really just impact me, or if I have the choice to filter things out and let them impact me. I think that the one exception to that is art. I think that hearing a song can make you feel things that you never knew you could feel, and you don't really have control over that. You just kind of feel it. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I like creating music, is because it creates such it can create such an unadulterated emotion and feeling that you really can't get anywhere else. Like, and it's personal to everyone. You put on your headphones, you can feel one out of infinity ways to feel about a song. The most sad song ever can make you feel the most excited and hyped and pumped. Or the other way, whatever. It's all subjective, which is, I don't know, that's something that I like about music and why I'm so interested in it. Anyways, that was a tangent, but, oh yeah, I also wanted to talk about AI real quick. Okay, we're at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I think I'm doing pretty good on time here. I think I'm keeping it pushing. But yeah, AI. Yes, okay. So, with living from myself, living from that perspective, my perspective, requires me to rely on my own thinking, my own judgment, and my own actions. I have to trust myself. So, with AI and outsourcing your thinking and decision making and thoughts and feelings and how to feel about something to a computer, you're essentially removing your trust from your own instincts and your own thoughts and your own feelings. And I think that is a bigger problem than... I think it's a big problem. Yeah, I've fallen into the mode of using ChatGPT to like figure out decisions and decipher my own thoughts, and I think it appears helpful on the surface, but I think what really is needed for myself personally to figure out my own thoughts is to sit with them and just figure them out. ChatGPT seems like a very easy fix for that, but it's not me. It does not know what I'm thinking. It does not know how I feel. It does not have my soul imbued into it. So how would it know? Yeah, okay. I think that's everything. I think that's everything I wanted to get out today. But yeah, the main theme of this vlog that I'd like to leave before I finish this is just, I'm going to live from myself today. I'm going to live from my point of view. I'm going to prioritize my own thoughts, my own feelings, and I'm going to trust my own judgment. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to head into work. It's bagel day today. Yes! So I'm excited about that. I got my breakfast sandwich in my bag, and I'm going to have a bagel as well. So yeah, anyways, they're doing construction here. Hopefully you were able to hear me today. I think so, because I have the mic now. Anyways, all right, have a good day, and peace.